I covered a couple of the holes here. You can see the fiberglass patch there. And the fiberglass patch over there, covering some of the holes that were drilled in the car. And I don't know if those are for exhaust hangers or what the heck those are for, but I'm going to patch all the holes up. I have the bottom of the car cleaned and primed up to the transmission cross member, and on the outside of the front subframe I have it cleaned and primed up to the front fenders. Now with it like this, I can go ahead and shoot the body chutes, and then once that's done I can install the rear end, pull the drive shaft, pull the cross member, and work on that area where the subframe is and in between the subframe up to the firewall. I bought this body chutes gun, 3 bottles of chutes, and I shopped around a little bit and I ended up buying the stuff from Summit, and I saved quite a bit of money doing that. Alright, I have the chutes gun assembled, which essentially meant threading in the pickup tube. I used a little bit of Teflon tape, threading in the output, and adding a fitting. I used some Teflon tape. And the way it'll work is it'll screw into the container. The pickup will go down into the bottom of the jug, and then I'll just spray it. I bought 3 bottles of this rubberized 3M body chutes, and that ended up being just about the right amount for the coverage that I wanted. The first thing I need to do is tape off the bottom of the car and the areas where I don't want the body chutes. So I'll be taping off around the wheel wells, of course the flares, taping off the bottom of the car, and I might need to use some plastic to cover some of this stuff up just in case some of it sprays out from underneath the car. So I guess I'll get busy on that. Well, I think I have it taped off. And I'll do a quick once over and make sure. Well, I think I'll get my airline run, get the bottles of chutes mixed up so they're mixed real well, so I can just remove one and put the other on the gun and just continue going. And the light, I'll just carry the light with me as I go. And hopefully it won't take too long. I'm going to start out, I think, with 40 psi at the compressor and see how it sprays. I don't want to get the pressure up too high, because I'll end up blowing all my paper off. But I'll see how it sprays, and I'll just adjust the pressure accordingly. Oh, well, I got it sprayed. Got some overspray on the subframe. I'll probably want to clean some of that off. Well, you got to use a respirator. Definitely, this stuff is bad news. I got the tape pulled off and look at it. 40 psi was a good pressure. It sprayed really well at that pressure. And really, the only problem I had while spraying the underbody chutes was the gun got kind of heavy after a while, and so probably could have controlled my aim a little bit better, but you know, you get old, stuff like that happens. It's a good thing I had the Rally 350 covered up, because I got a little bit of spatter over there. I'm going to want to clean these wheel wells up a little bit and make those a little more tidy. Eliminate some of that overspray. But it looks good, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. And these truck extension panels, they look good. And I sprayed up on the inside of the rockers and got that covered up. And I duplicated some of the pattern that was already on the car when I started cleaning. As I mentioned, I'm going to want to clean up these wheel wells and clean up that subframe area where I have all the overspray. I need to have that a little more tidy. Well, I'm getting ready to paint the rear valance. And we don't have a lot of room. There's a garage door. I got it all taped off. And I'm going to spray it with some semi-flat black, and just to clean up the look. Go ahead and undercoat the bottom here, and you can see where it's a little bit rough, and so I'm just going to go ahead and undercoat it. So that's protected. I'm going to do that all the way around on the car. I'll have the body chute sprayed, and the wheel wells are done. And the trunk extension panels, they're done. It's looking pretty good. And you can see I got the floor done. I have it done on the outside all the way to the fenders. But otherwise, it's done up to the front subframe cross member. Move that. So, in between the subframe, it has to be done. And what I want to do is, once I get the rear end in, I'll pull the drive shaft. Once the drive shaft's out, I can pull the cross member, clean and paint the cross member, and then get this area of the floor and then get the floor done all the way up to the engine compartment. I also coated the bottom of the rocker panels. When the car was painted, they didn't get the bottom real well. So I just went ahead and undercoated the bottom of the rockers as well. And I repainted the rear valance. That looks pretty good. And so, I'm getting the car cleaned up. But I just want to revisit the point that this is not a 1,000-point show car. It's just a driver. So I want to get it cleaned up, have it presentable, and, just have it as a driver quality car that you can go out and have some fun with. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you'll come back and check out the next steps I take with the car.